specific moment I thought you fucked up before you started the show.
Yeah. Yo, Black, it's time, bro. It's time. It's time.
You good? You can talk if you want to.
Yeah. Straight out the fucking dungeons of rap. Where fake niggas don't make it back. I don't know how to start this shit. Rappers are monkey flipping with the funky rhythm I be kicking. Musician, inflicting composition of pain. I'm like Scarface, sniffing cocaine. Holding the M16. See with the pen, I'm extreme. Now, bullet holes left in my peepholes. I'm suited up with street clothes. Hand me a 9 and out the feet flows. Y'all know my stilo, with or without the airplay. I keep some E&J, sitting bent up in the stairway. Or either on the corner, betting grams with the CeeLo champs. Laughing at bass heads, trying to sell some broken amps. G-Pass get off quick forever, niggas talk shit. Reminiscing about the last time the task force flip. Niggas be running through the block shooting. Time to start the revolution, catch a body head for Houston. Once they caught us off guard, the Mac 10 was in the glass and I ran like a cheetah with thoughts of an assassin. Picked the Mac up, Joe Brothers back up, the Mac spit. Lead was hitting niggas, one ran, I made a backflip. Heard a few chicks scream, my arm shook, couldn't look, gave another squeeze, heard it click. Yo, my shit is stuck, tried to cock it, it wouldn't shoot, now I'm in danger. Finally pulled it back and saw 3 bullets caught up in the chamber. So now I'm jetting to the building lobby, and it was full of children, probably couldn't see as high as I be. It's like the game ain't the same. Got younger niggas pulling the triggers, bringing fame to their name and claim some corners. Cruise without guns and corners. In broad daylight, stick up kids, they run up on us. 4-5s and gauges, max and fat. Same niggas that catch you back to back. Catching your cracks in black. There was a snitch on the block, getting niggas knocked. So hold your stash till the cold price drop. I know this says you gotta smoke nice rock. And if it's good, you bring your customers and measurement plots. But yo, you gotta slide on vacation. Inside information keeps logs. Niggas are racing and they rhyme spacing. It drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep. The sleep is the cousin of death. Beyond the walls of intelligence, life is defined. I think of crime when I'm in a New York state of mind. Drinking my wax, holding checks, making sure the cash came correct. Then I step investments in stock, sewing up the box to sell rocks. Planning gunfights with nigga cops, but just a nigga walking with his finger on the trigger. Make enough figures until my pockets get bigger. I ain't the type of brother made for you to start testing. Give me a Smith and Wesson, I have niggas undressing. Thinking of cash flow, food and shelter. Whenever frustrated, I'm a hijack Delta and the PJs. My plan take place. Strays, young bitches is crazy. Each block is like a maze full of black rats trapped. Plus the album is packed. From what I hear in all the stories, when my peoples come back black, I'm living where the nights is jet black. The fiends fight to get cracked. I just mac. I dream I can sit back and laugh like Capone. With drunk strips on, all the legal luxury life. Rings flooded with stones homes. I got so many rhymes, I don't think I'm too sane. Life is parallel to hell, but I must maintain and be prosperous. Though we live dangerous, cops could just arrest me. Blaming us for held like hostages. It's only right that I was born to use mics. And the stuff that I write is even tougher than dice. I'm taking rappers to a new plateau. Through rap slow, my rhyming is a vitamin. Hell without a capsule. The smooth criminal on beat breaks. Never put me in your box if the shit eats taken. The city never sleeps. Full of villains and creeps. That's where I learned to do my hustle. Had to stuff it with free. I'm an addict for sneakers. 20s of Buddha and bitches with beepers. In the streets I can preach her. I teach her, inhale deep like the words of my breath. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. I lay puzzle as I backtrack to earlier times. Nothing's equivalent to the New York state of mind.
We need cold hard facts. These are cold hard facts. If you fit them in the right places, it's going to make everything better.
Yo, what the fuck is up? Episode 50, nigga. But this ain't 50 Cent, and we ain't snitch now. Alright? Nah, man. Welcome to Cold Hard Facts Podcast, man. DNA, your gracious host.
Control yourself.
Joe Budden is not here, unfortunately. But we're gonna keep this shit going. I got two special guests, and one is actually a family member. And one has not been here, but he's been wanting to get on here, and I've been wanting to get on here. I had to get him on here on this special episode because it's a special ass fucking episode. You know? Y'all will figure that out soon, you know, when we get to fucking talking. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hello, whores. What's up? Nah, I'm just playing. But what's up, y'all? This is Ryan. You know, here on the job, homie. Here to hold it down with him and talk about some stuff.
Yeah. We here to talk about some real ass music on some real ass shit.
I'm here too, just in case y'all was wondering.
That's John. If y'all don't know, man,
CEO,
he too laid back right now and shit.
I'm CEO of I Ain't Shit Records.
Funny as hell. No, but we got a lot of shit to discuss. Not a whole lot of shit to discuss.
First off, before we get started, I just want to say shout out to Nas. Just the 25th anniversary of Illmatic just passed. That's a long ass time. That means that album been out as long as all three of us damn near been born. So,
right.
You know
I was a year old.
You know what I'm saying? So
I was a year away.
I was just out to snatch. So yeah, we just had to honor that by playing that crazy ass track, man. Like to this day, that track hits hard. If you don't like that song, you don't like hip hop music. I don't give a fuck what type of music you listen to.
Facts. He spoke facts right there. Yeah. I feel the same way. Like if you don't know hip hop, nigga,
know your history, nigga.
For real. If you need a lesson on hip hop, just play that shit. You know. No, it's some real shit though. I'm gonna get right into the shits because you know I got some shit to say about something that Joe Budden said on this podcast. I'm sure everybody done heard it by now. Millions of people, you know. I don't really mirror my style from Joe Budden, but the way he does his podcast, I kind of take from it, but not completely because this is the Cold Hard Facts podcast, and I've shared that before with y'all. You know, the people who know me and listen to this podcast, so I appreciate y'all. You know, yeah, like he said some shit that was disrespectful, but not really disrespectful. John don't think it was disrespectful, but I think it's a little disrespect.
I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It was a little bit disrespectful.
My man took it a little bit too personal.
Come on here, we joining the Yachty way.
But I'm gonna play it. Spotify. He's only on Spotify, but I'm everywhere. Me personally, I feel like I should be everywhere. Multiple people should, you should not limit yourself. I feel like, and Joe Budden is limited himself. That's just me personally, how I feel. But I'm gonna go ahead and play and show y'all what he said,
Illustrious fucking career. Right. I wish the kids still valued longevity.
Right.
It really is difficult.
Yeah, right.
It's tougher than it looks.
It's the toughest thing.
Oh, now is my point about us not talking about music. In my analytical research, I'm watching the other podcasts. I said it last week. These podcasts, I'm watching y'all. About 25 minutes, 35 minutes, sometimes 50, 55 minutes, cap out at maybe 105.
More.
Drop every other week, maybe. You niggas get the luxury of talking about a whole lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come and run your mouth for 3 hours twice a week. No music breaks, damn it.
We're doing 6 podcasts this week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get some jerking off conversation.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to let the guest speak first before I guys
just remind me where you took offense.
Okay. The music break. Yes, we do take a music break. That's because we talking for damn near 30, 40 minutes in. Like, that's mainly me, though, that's talking 30, 40 minutes in because I like to fucking talk. I like to talk shit. Who don't? But anywho, and who don't, often talk shit though. Like everybody talks shit. And whether it's behind your back or, in front of your fucking face and you finna start a fight. But anywho, yeah, I kinda had an issue with that. This is the 50th episode, so I'm not gonna say he's wrong or right. Cause to be honest, me and him is all I listen to. I don't listen to none of you niggas. Y'all can just stop right now.
We talking about podcast and music.
Podcast, bro. Podcast. Like on some real shit. I don't listen to none of you niggas. Y'all can stop right now. That's real talk. Like that's a nice little hot take. Cause they last episode was hot take. Yeah, I don't listen to none of you niggas. Like a lot of you niggas. I don't want to.
You said a lot of niggas.
A lot of these niggas that's podcast creators that just started. Like a lot of you niggas just started, and like a lot of you niggas not doing shit right. Really, like y'all not doing shit.
Not
what
doing
we
shit.
doing for real. Y'all really not doing shit compared to my podcast, Joe Budden podcast. And my cousin, only for the real.
Yeah, bad boy. Take that. Oh shit, you already stopped.
No, but y'all not doing really shit. To be honest, I can't really speak for nobody's shit but my own. Though. That's for real. Though. I can only speak for my shit. I can't speak for nobody else's shit. But y'all not doing shit. Y'all can't fuck with us really. Not really. And it's like I come every single week. I make sure I don't miss a week, even if that's by myself. So y'all not really doing what the fuck I'm doing. And I've got a music career I'm doing right now too. Calm down, stop fucking playing with me, like for real.
Calm down.
Stop fucking playing with me right now.
Don't do bloodbath.
No, but for real, I just had to say that shit though. Like, stop fucking playing with me. Don't compare me. I'm not in the category they in, man. I'm way above that shit.
All right, we'll solve real quick, brother.
But besides the point. I just had to get that out. I had to address that shit because I'm nowhere near them niggas. So hey, I'm past that shit.
I don't know with that Budden shit. It sounds like he hates everything that he doesn't do, and it's like, why the fuck do you hate it?
Because it's fucking Joe Budden. He hates everything.
Like he's like, I got a professional.
If he doesn't do it, if Joe Budden doesn't do it, he hates it. So. If Joe Budden wouldn't do it, he hates it.
But it's like, even then, it's like, yeah, you can hate, but at the same time, your hate comes off as like
Hating.
tone deaf with a lot of shit. Like you saying, if a motherfucker's struggling, but they putting their all into it, why are you discouraging them from trying to get into shit?
I'm gonna say this about Joe Budden and then I'm done.
Okay.
First of all, you know my opinion on Joe Budden. I think he's just upset because his career never took off the way it's supposed to.
Oh damn! I ain't gonna say all that.
I think he's still mad at Jay.
Even with his lyrical ability, he got some shit. Like his career never took off the way that he was supposed to, especially after the success of Pump It Up. So I think he's very upset at that. Okay. Also,
go ahead.
One more thing. Joe Budden is what I call a professional hater. He literally is paid to hate.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I don't think all the hate that he comes out of his mouth is warranted. I think he just be saying that shit because he know he gonna piss people off. He don't really think all that shit, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just controversy.
Y'all not really fucking with me, man. But no, on a serious note though, like Joe Budden, to me at least, he's a well-respected MC. Let's not bullshit around.
That's all.
Yeah, and I get that John. I get that John said that, but seriously, he's a well-respected MC.
And that's it.
Seriously. That's not it, man.
That's it.
That's it.
That's not it.
That's
not it.
That's the same niggas.
I feel like his
pump it up.
Yo,
that's his biggest hit. Fuck him.
Oh man. Okay. So you
Stop
ain't
talking about him. Shit. Next
so you ain't look. She ain't put it down like you. You ain't like that.
I like that song, but still.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he ain't got more than one hit.
I never said he didn't.
I'm gonna stay on the Budden subject as long as his longevity in the careers. Not even longevity, as long as his relevance as rap has been.
You have no
very
right.
short and in a moment.
You have no right.
I'll
to
talk about him
longevity.
in a moment. I'm not gonna speak about him no more.
Man, you
Okay,
have no right to talk about
we ain't gonna talk about it no more. We gonna let it go.
I set fire to his ass. He must not play.
This man.
We can let it go. Like, don't kill me, Joe Budden. Please don't.
No
Thank
killers, Joe.
You
Don't humiliate me.
You ruined Slaughterhouse too, by the way.
Oh, shit. He's joking. He's
No,
joking.
I'm not. I hope this gets out to you. We were supposed to have another album, Joe.
Oh shit.
You was a professional hater. Keep at it, man. We appreciate you.
No, but let's move off of that. I
Does
just
Joe Budden have a classic album since we on the subject?
Oh my god! I feel like The Rage of the Machine was a phenomenal piece of work.
It's not a classic though.
It's an underrated classic. It's an underrated classic.
I'm talking shit. I'm done.
I don't
I'm
think
further
on
done
the
now.
mixtape button. Album
Yeah.
button, I can give a shit less about.
Fuck him.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I'm not trying not to.
Folks ass in the same boat as Kanye for me. Fuck him.
Oh, I don't think that.
I'm
That's
talking about as far as my opinion. Fuck him.
Oh yeah, brother, you had to clarify. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, no. Come on now.
Yeah, that's. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna start diving into basically the topic. I'm gonna ask my guests first.
Mm-hmm.
What is a classic album to you in your definition?
I'm gonna let my man speak first.
First of all, to be honest, the classic album doesn't really have a definition.
Nope.
And it's like it's hard to really say what a classic album is because it's all based off of personal opinion.
Yep.
But with that being said, my personal opinion with classic albums is I don't even want to say originality. It's like it's just got to give you like that feeling of just like you listen to good ass music. You can I don't know like when you think about an album, you'll think about when's the first time you heard it type shit.
Right.
You'll think about when's like how this song makes you feel, how it affected you when the first time you heard it type shit. Mm-hmm. If you want to keep revisiting it, if you can listen to it thoroughly and shit like that.
Facts. Oh, okay. I just get words. Longevity, content, staying power. That's from Wale. Don't disrespect Wale. Anywho.
He might respond on Twitter.
Yeah, he will.
That's facts though.
Shout out Wale.
Yeah. But seriously though, like longevity, staying power. Is it, gonna hit you the same way it hit you when you first heard it? That's pretty much it. That's basically it don't have to be a play straight through. It don't have to be that. Because a lot of people think it has to be a play straight through. It doesn't. It can have flaws. Mm-hmm. Like the Mona Lisa. That shit ugly as hell. Anywho. Long story short, it's art. It's art. And people are sensitive about their shit. Wow. So, yeah. It's art. First and foremost, it's art. And people are sensitive about their shit, like I said. So, yeah.
Alright. So, I'm about to say some shit. So, a classic album to me is something, like my man said, it's something that it's really all about what you think. It's about, longevity, like you said, memories behind it, the feel of the music, or the time. Because a lot of people, they'll judge an album as a classic. You might not necessarily think it's a classic, but if it resonates with them in a way that it didn't resonate with you, right. You can't really argue that with them. I mean, you can for just healthy debate, but you just can't. But here's what I was gonna tell y'all earlier that probably gonna fuck some people's heads up.
Okay.
There are a lot of albums that are considered classics, but it's like, who deemed them that? We really just going off of what somebody else said. If I listen to something and somebody just swears up and down, like any magazine publication, any internet blog, they swear up and down it's a classic, and I listen to it and I don't fuck with it as much, are you gonna be mad at me because I tell you it's not a classic when it's widely revered as one just because somebody else said it was? Mm-hmm. That's a problem that I think us as music fans have a problem with. Is like, I'm not naming any specific albums, but I'm just saying in general, like, if you tell me something's a classic, and you tell me something's a classic, and I go listen to it, and I don't fuck with it as much as y'all do, and I come tell y'all, you two personally might not do this, but somebody else will probably come and be like, no, nigga, this shit, this, and this shit, that, and this is like, I just didn't see that. You can't get mad.
I got a question for both of y'all. This has been discussed, but not really.
But y'all feel me though, right?
Is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy a classic?
Of course,
Yeah.
absolutely. It was a classic as soon as it dropped.
Not as soon as it dropped.
Nah, nigga, as soon as it dropped. That ain't
Not as
gonna
soon
lie.
as it dropped.
That ain't gonna lie, bro.
I personally had to let it marinate for like a week or two.
Nah, for me, as soon as I heard it, that shit damn near changed my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh shit. Okay, that's cool.
Is that the only question you
I agree. I agree for people who don't know. I agree. That's why I brought it up.
And even on that aspect, and now that we on like basically the fucking tail end of this decade, I would say that album, that's like the quintessential album of this decade.
I wouldn't.
It started this
I'll say
decade.
it's one of, but it's not not for me.
Okay.
For me,
I got
it
two
is.
more. I got two more Kanye because he's most revered in Chicago, or I guess you could say I don't know. I said I guess you could say I don't know.
How? Who you know talking about Kanye?
Anywho, is Jesus a classic?
No.
Who?
Jesus.
No. It's a good album. It's very underrated, but it's not a classic to me, no.
Ryan?
Bro, I'm trying to decide. Cause I fuck with Yeezus heavy, but it's like at the same time,
You know what?
it's a classic album to me.
Yeah, it's not to me. But here's the thing about Yeezus. I think a lot of people give it too much flack for being different because he dropped Dark Twisted Fantasy and people just expected him to go that route. And then when Watch the Throne came out, it was in the same vein as Dark Twisted Fantasy, but it was a little bit more like traditional trap based, like beginnings of trap based hip hop.
Yep.
Then Yeezus comes out and he puts all this industrial type shit in, and then it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you just dropped these two amazing ass shit. Why would you come with this? But if you delve deeper into it, like the way it was produced and even some of the shit he talks about, like, you know, it's just a good album, but it's not a classic.
All I'm saying is, on top of what I just said about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye is a perfect representation of the sign of the times right now. With the shit he was doing early on in the 2010s. Everyone hated him for being hedonistic. Everyone hated him for not giving a fuck. Now, shit, we have a president that's literally, not to say he had the same values as Kanye, they fuck around and do.
They do.
But,
fuck him. That's
you know, he has the exact same fucking way of carrying himself the way Kanye did throughout his music.
Okay.
That's my fucking.
Is 808s Heartbreaks?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's why though. 808s and Heartbreak for, you know, that's not even lack of a better word. A lot of you niggas need to sit there and admit that hip hop wouldn't necessarily be in the state that it was in if it wasn't for that album.
It wouldn't be Future.
Because it made it. There would be no Future. There would be no Drake. There'd be no Kid Cudi without 808s and Heartbreak. Honestly, because it opened the gate for music like that to be made.
Y'all niggas going to sleep crying off of codeine, listening to Lil Baby and shit.
How the fuck do you think you got there? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, you think put them on auto-tune with booming ass bass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
It opened the door for modern music.
I have a few Lil Wayne questions. It's called a 4 classic.
Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'll say this. I have memories of the Carter 4. Very good memories. Is it a classic? No. I'm talking about just like memories of like school.
Oh no, brother, I know.
You know, but it's not a classic. No.
Okay. Carter 3.
Yeah, I think so. Just because of the impact.
I mean, it was. I don't know. It's one of the,
just because of the impact.
I would say
That's it.
Just how we were talking about like earlier. It's like a flawed classic.
Okay.
Like at that time, like it was damn near a perfect album, but it's like now it hasn't really aged that well.
It hasn't.
Shit, like
it definitely sounded like it came out when it came out.
Like with shit like Fall Home, I'm not listening to that shit the way I did when it came out on
Right. Exactly. I'm not either.
It's
We still could play 3-peat.
Oh yeah, of course. Not Mrs. Officer though.
Hell no. Fuck that.
Hell no. I definitely can turn on 3-peat.
But just because of the impact. I mean, you know, because Wayne did something that a lot of rappers weren't doing, especially at that point. You know, when music sales started to drop because of sites like LimeWire and shit like that. Like he really accomplished some shit that a lot of people ain't even like. Who the fuck is selling 1 million a week in pure album sales? We fuck that streaming shit.
Right.
Like who is selling 1 million hard copies anymore, other than probably Drake or Kendrick Lamar or somebody.
So it's like, I wouldn't even say it's just like the hard copies and whatnot. It's like you got
even if you buying the digital album. Like,
no, not even that. You got to think about the blueprint this nigga laid out. Lil Wayne literally achieved all his success by releasing free music.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that about a lot of people. And the free music is literally the main reason why his shit sold so much. He built so much. He built that large of a fan base. He built that dedication to him and everything to what people said, I fucked with you enough to the point where I want to buy your music. And now, damn near every artist has been trying to replicate that ever since.
You think the fact that he released so much shit free has fucked up the music game?
No, because...
No, not really.
I mean,
mixtapes.
You know what
fucked up mixtapes?
Come on now, bro. You know exactly what fucked the music game up. It wasn't the fact that niggas was releasing free music. It was the fact that motherfuckers was taking free music and taking music that we supposed to pay for.
I kind of got a disagreement. Okay. At the same time, like everybody only have like maybe that piff on their phone, maybe if that's if you don't have an Android or anything. But everybody here got iPhones right here. So basically, all mixtapes have been free, but now like record labels are manipulating it. Mm-hmm. So like now producers are getting paid less because they're categorizing mixtapes and put them out for sale. Like you literally can go on iTunes and find it's on sale.
Yeah,
and shit like that. Like,
shout out Cushion Orange Juice and Captain Fever.
Right, yeah, those two was trash. They fucked it up because of sample clearances, and that's why you could.
They pretty much Cushion Orange Juice alone. They just fucked with a couple songs.
Right, yeah. So it was like sample clearances though, and that's why Fab haven't came out with anything yet. He's trying to get all his soul tapes.
No, he got on Tidal though, don't he? Well, only like
I think Tidal do
because he released it.
I know what's the name got his sample cleared.
Even
though we thought he wasn't, because Drake had So Far Gone come out. The whole thing with him and Kanye, you thought he wasn't gonna be able to put it out the way he wanted to put it out, but he put it out anyway.
I'm fact checking this Fab. If I don't know,
I couldn't say you had it on there.
No. Soul tapes, no.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Before we get into this little classic thing, I just got a question for the two of you. Okay. I always wondered, what y'all think the best soul tape is? Real quick.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't a fabulous fan that like that.
Okay. I don't know. It's a toss up between 2 and 3.
Yeah, mine is 2. 2 is mine.
Mine is like either 1 or 2.
Okay. As long as 2 is in there.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, what do you think is the best? Which series do you think is better? His funeral series or the soul tape? I say funeral.
Funeral. Yeah, absolutely funeral.
Fab was in another space at that point. He ain't dropped the.
Everybody was saying nice, like it was cool.
He ain't dropped it. Like think about it. Fab ain't dropped the album. I mean, I guess we could count the Young OG project, but Folks ain't really dropped the album since 2009. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, yes. Like if you really think about it, he really ain't released the album in 10 years. He's really been keeping his name alive through mixtapes. So
Yeah. I guess we're gonna take a music break. I don't know what to fucking play though. I'm just gonna randomly play something. I'll play Fab since we're talking about Fab. I'm gonna play the Quiet Storm freestyle.
Yeah, play that shit.
You done seen it all.
This is a classic beat.
Been through it all.
We want to talk about that.
Let's go. I put my lifetime in between the paper's line. Just a hustler out here trying to make a dime. Feel like when crackheads was begging me to take the 9. Man, these bum ass rappers need to make a sign that say we'll rap for food, for real scrap you screw. I put the balls on you with little scrap you do. My goons in the audience still clap with you. Put the hawk in your chest and mill sap you dudes. Oh, yeah, I'm still snapping, dude. still run my city and still laughing dudes. In the studio and it's still trapping mood. On a beat from 9-9 that's still slapping dudes. See real rap, I'm rude, disrespectful with the flow. I met wifey, she disrespectful for you, bro. Shorty mouth crazy, disrespectful on the low. She like to spit on it, disrespectful little hoe. Want some real shit, you just need a real bitch. Chillin' when in public, not some rubied out in the club bitch. Type you won't hear from until you get up. It was quiet for you till you started turning shit up. And that ain't real bitch, you more like a bill bitch. Fridge ain't got no grub bitch, but it's heat the booty like it's Publix. Running to these tight chicks, nothing is up. Shorty lost the sponsor that was cuffing her up. I'm like, hot damn ho, here we go again. Your nigga cut you off, broke scenario again. No more for me, you eating cereal again. No more lipo, you biggest terrio again. Oh, quiet for you niggas too. Wanna small talk cause they ain't as big as you. Wanna throw dirt cause the bitch is digging you. Don't let the songs on the last album trigger you. You ain't Trey, you cool nana. Look what you done started. Ooh nana. Got the twin 9 millies, my 2 nanas. Used to call them naughty, still my body. He ain't like I got the thing out of the weekend ceilings. Where I'm from, daddy's bang out in front of their children. My plan was to get the gang out and get the millions. Now it's mansions, but used to hang out up in the buildings. The boys in the lobby was rowdy, yeah. You gotta think Bobby and Rowdy, yeah. Now we out in Abu Dhabi and Saudi, yeah. Then they let me Ricky Bobby the Audi, yeah. On some Furious 7. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Hope you hear this in heaven. I be preaching on these niggas. You would swear it's a reverend. 4 game sweep flows in a series of 7. It's the F to the A to the B O L O. US two jets get some more Rellos. I'm Frank Costello, yeah, with more ghetto. Yeah, I'm in a house with more rooms in a hotel. I used to sit and watch Knicks move, no mellow. Now I get to make king moves on rose petals. Shorty stand still, didn't shake, no jello. This is slow it down like when the lights go yellow. Want some real shit, I just want some real shit. Not none of this fuck shit. Sound like Barkley with that Chuck shit. Fuck all of that weird shit, I'm tired of that. If it ain't young OG, then it's quiet for that. It's the real.
DJ Clue, Tim Stone, halfway back.
I was so mad.
Chapter Brooks, what's up?
People from the really want to die. This didn't happen. Oh man.
Slide,
Alright, that's enough shit.
We just had this funny conversation. This is funny.
So, about what?
I'll tell
Share
you
with
after
the audience,
podcast
might as well.
over.
Oh damn. Okay. Low key, y'all want to talk about playoffs for a second?
Not really. Because I ain't been watching it. I just been hearing shit. So the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Yeah, I fuck with the playoffs.
I really don't know. I
So,
just listen to y'all because I ain't
what's
been
y'all
watching it.
opinion on Westbrook right now?
I mean, my opinion
My
is the
opinion
same all the time. I mean,
My opinion on Russell Westbrook has been the same since KD left.
So
nigga-
what is that, sir?
That nigga is all show and no tell, if you know what I mean.
Nah. I mean,
If you
that's-
mean like he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but he's like one of them players that just came. Like, you know what? And I rarely agree with what the fuck Shannon Sharp has to say sometimes. But he said some shit that kind of resonated with me. He said this nigga Russell has seduced us with the triple double.
Yeah.
It's like you look at his stats and he's like, it's so amazing, but he shot terribly. You know what I'm saying?
mean, but at the same time,
Hold on, because that wasn't the part that I necessarily agree with, though. What I agree with was this. It's like, Russ is basically showing you why KD left in the first fucking place. Honestly.
but at the same time, it's like
I agree with that.
I feel like Russ criticism is probably a little more leveled up now because there's not really that much disparity when it comes to like competition in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like to me it's bullshit with the criticism he gets because literally no superstar in the NBA right now you can really say has won without another superstar.
Right.
Not even LeBron. You can't even say that about Kawhi. You can't say that about AD. Like all the top 5 players in the NBA, if they've even won a championship or even got there, they won because they had another star on their team.
Yep. And that's something.
Russ only has what, him and PG? Like that's a cold duo, but shit. I can't go to the fucking finals depending on PG and Russ to give me a triple double and 30 points every night, and then my third option is fucking Jeremy Grant. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But this is what I was
That's
going to say.
facts.
He said that,
Also,
he said that the way that the series has been going, it's almost like Dame is looking at it as like It's Portland versus OKZ, right? Russ is looking at it like it's me versus that nigga right there, and the other number 0. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it seems like Russ is doing. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got
me
a whole
personally,
team
I feel like see, Russ my favorite point guard, so I'm kind of biased, but then again, I'm not, cause like I can see his flaws, and it's like, you know, like you can't just run a gun and jack up shots, like it's like the coach gotta be like, sit your ass down, sit your ass down, sit your ass down. Like the coach gotta have some type of input, and I feel like he's not listening to the coach, or the coach ain't saying shit, and he ain't got no balls. So
word to Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, like, I mean, he hasn't seduced us with the triple double because that's an amazing feat. Period. Like, do it 3 straight years. But I knew he shoot terrible. Like, but he just jack up shots just cause. Like, he's an amazing scorer, but he's not a scorer. Like, he can't score. Like, but he can pass. You know, he can rebound. And like sometimes though, when he did rebound, I don't know if it was last year or the year before when he got the MVP. But he was like almost taking it from the, you know, power forwards and the centers that was there at the time. And like he wasn't gonna make it past the first round. We could see that. We could see that simply because of the amount of shots he takes, and you know how poorly he shoots when he takes it. So yeah, it was just, you know, I still love Russ though. It's like, but still, it's like, come on, this is like hard to watch sometimes. Like,
I mean, I say with Russ is like the hood nigga you play at 32 with, who was just fucking reckless, and they always go to the hole reckless as hell. And you know 9 times out of 10 they gonna miss, but shit, these niggas coming at you fucking 30 miles an hour, they don't care about their body, so you like, shit, I'm not gonna get in your way. I'm gonna let you jag. If you jag, cool. If you don't, well, hey, good for you. But 9 times out of 10 you are. And that's kind of sort of how the NBA is treating him.
right.
Like, they know he's going to come in. It's a good possibility that he might dunk on you, but if he don't, there's a strong chance he's not going to score.
Okay, one last thing. Who's y'all pick on the East to go to the finals?
Boston or the
Milwaukee.
Bucks.
Boston?
Or the Bucks.
And
I either got Milwaukee, Boston, or Toronto. I don't trust Philly.
I'm going
I
with
don't trust Kyle
Toronto.
Lowry.
I got Toronto because of like it's more vets on their team. Kyle Lowry is like the only kryptonite, but then again, Kawhi been in more game type situations, so he can overturn that shit. And sometimes Kyle Lowry is unpredictable, so he got that advantage. He can end up putting up like 25 and 9, or you know, but but seriously though, like, yeah, it's a toss up. But let's get back to hip hop and music and shit.
Cool.
Warriors trash.
Now,
Alright, now we can
They
go
not
through it.
trash. They just letting a little ugly ass nigga from the West Side get in their head. That's all. That's all.
They get
That's
beat
it.
up by a nigga wearing a black woman.
That's
They ain't
it.
trying
Like
to
I
get-
said, they getting psyched out by a crazy ass nigga from the West Side.
You know
That's
the
it.
last thing I seen in the NBA wearing ones? Rasheed
Rasheed
Wallace.
Wallace.
I still ain't seen a nigga wearing ones in the NBA who looks like a model citizen yet.
funny as hell.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Rasheed
like
Wallace
I'm
definitely
saying,
wasn't no model citizen. That's damn
I
sure.
guess we can name each other. We can name 5 albums that we could set of classics that we are not gonna disagree on. Like, off the top of my head, of course, Illmatic, J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. You disagree on that? Go ahead. I, like, if you
Continue
disagree,
your list, then we'll debate that.
Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent.
That wasn't me, by the way.
Oh man, no, but College Dropout, Kanye, and let's Blueprint, Jay-Z.
Oh damn, I can't just give my 5? Or I
Yeah,
gotta go
give your 5. Give your 5.
okay. I thought we still suck on that one.
No.
Let me see. Pinata by Gibbs. Motherfucking My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. I'll come up with a surprise one. Crit, Return of Forever. Real niggas. Motherfucking Kendrick, To Pimp a Butterfly. And Diddy, Last Train to Paris.
Really?
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Yep, surprise.
Okay.
I've never heard that.
I actually agree.
At least I haven't heard it start to finish. I haven't heard.
I agree,
I've
though.
only heard certain songs.
I feel okay. Mine are kind of mine ain't generic. Mine actually are kind of interesting. The first is actually Into the Wu-Tang. That's my first. My second is Ready to Die.
Okay.
My third is Me Against the World by Tupac.
Okay.
My fourth is I gotta say the Black Album.
Okay.
And my last is Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
Definitely classic.
Facts.
Okay. Now, what disagreement do you have, Ryan, on my pick of 2014?
I mean, it's not even a disagreement. I feel like that is a very cohesive album, and I like listening to it. I just don't consider it a classic.
And why don't you consider it as a classic?
I mean, because it's still... I mean, alright, put it this way. It still falls under the category of a flawed classic to me.
Okay.
Like, it's still a
I think
dope
what he
album.
asked me
Like,
was what's flawed about it.
And what's flawed?
So I knew
What's
I mean, he has some moments where it's like, he could do better.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's like, you could do better. It's like
what specific song, though? Like,
So, I'll probably say, Apparently. I don't really care about Apparently like that.
Oh,
and it's not to say it's not a bad... It's not to say it's not a bad song. It's a really good song. But, at the same time, the little catch-up line that he had, I could have went without it. Like I said, it's really just, like, very little shit. Like, it is a good album. And that's the album that made me a J. Cole fan again.
Yeah. I feel that. He also said couldn't resist. Like that's what I was like. That's why I let it go. I get what he said.
Yeah, like I got it. I gave him like some
leeway.
Yeah, some leeway after. I was like, all right, well, at least you admit it. It's still an ass line, but at least you admitted it on the song.
Right. Yeah. I got the flaw. The only flaw I see is Hello, maybe, or Sancho Payne. One of them two.
No.
One of them two.
No.
Maybe.
No.
I said maybe.
No. Take that back. Sancho Payne is not. No. No.
I really didn't care about Hello.
But yeah, I can still play it straight through though.
I mean, have you heard him perform it live?
Yeah, I haven't.
Nigga, go when you done. Go look at the Forest Hills Drive album, the live album, or go to the documentary and listen to him perform that live, and tell me again that song ain't cold.
Okay. But other than that, yeah. I mean, that's a classic. I'm shocked that Ryan disagreed it was flawed. But
here's what I want to talk about. You said Last Train to Paris. I am both shocked and in agreement.
Hey, why are you shocked?
Okay.
Because I wasn't expecting that to come out your mouth. For one.
I'm a huge fan of that album.
And number two, I do think that's a classic. You know why? It's literally Diddy's most different album. Like, it's different. Like, all his albums are low-key generic pop. Like, you expect that from Diddy.
Yeah.
Even No Way Out. Like, I was literally sitting there yesterday.
Like, he samples a lot.
Like, I was literally sitting there yesterday in my car, and I thought about it, and I'm like, damn. I was listening to Life After Death, and I'm like, was Biggie's album even nominated for a Grammy? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, Diddy won that year. Mm-hmm. And I'm listening to No Way Out, and I'm just like, how the fuck did this win over Life After Death? How? This shit sounds generic as fuck. Fuck Victory. Fuck that other song. I can't think of the name of it right now. But that song, that album, that album sounds generic as shit. Like it was put through the fucking bad boy machine and like, here y'all go.
I mean,
we know y'all gonna fuck with this
to a degree, but it was still a really good album.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
So,
but Last Train to Paris was like experimental moment. It's a moment that should not have worked, and it worked perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Also, To Pimp a Butterfly was experimental, but
To Pimp a Butterfly was experimental, but it's only experimental in the terms of the current status, the current status of hip hop.
Right.
Because we live in an era where trap music is literally the most popular form of music, period.
Absolutely.
So,
I couldn't agree more.
For Kendrick to come out with a jazz-influenced album at a time when trap music was literally like taking over the radio and people's phones and shit, it's like, damn, everybody's doing this and you doing that. He like that kid that ain't following the trend. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Fact.
Like everybody walking around wearing, I don't know, give me a trend that everybody doing right now. Vans. Everybody walking around wearing Vans, but I'm outside rocking Converse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not following the trend. You know what I'm saying? That's Kendrick and To Pimp a Butterfly for me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because, like, Kendrick, he's really having you reconsider, like, what do you classify as a rapper? Mm-hmm. Like, he's kind of in his own lane. Mm-hmm. He didn't even really just rap. Or I'm not even going to say he didn't just rap. Like, he rapped, but he made sure he used his raps the way he's supposed to. He used his biggest inspiration for the album, jazz, and he incorporated that in everything he did. Not just outside of production, but what he was doing as well. Like with that For Free skit, that's literally jazz. He was just making sure he rapped over it.
Here's something I want to talk to y'all about, because I named Good Kid and he named To Pimp a Butterfly. Okay. There are a lot of people, some of which are in that group that we in, that will tell you that Good Kid is the more superior album, and it's just not to me. And the reason why is just because To Pimp a Butterfly was not just an amazing album at a time, and a different album at a time when there was one type of music that everybody wanted to listen to. Right. But it was also a cultural moment in history. Like like Ryan told me he likes Black Panther, but he doesn't love it. Right? Okay. I'm comparing it to that because I told him that I think people more so fuck with Black. See, I love Black Panther. I think it's an amazing movie, but he thought that, he thinks it's a good movie, but it's not all that. He didn't think it deserved to be nominated for an Oscar. I thought it did. But I told him, like, the reason that it got nominated for an Oscar, even if anybody didn't think it was the best movie ever, it's more so for its cultural impact than for what the movie actually was. Same thing for To Pimp a Butterfly. But see, To Pimp a Butterfly is like, think about what the country was going through at the time. Mm-hmm. Like, that was when all these cops was getting exposed, killing these innocent black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers been knew cops was doing that. But now that it was on the national stage, there was no better time for that album to come out than right then. In March of 2015, there was no better time. He dropped it, like, perfectly. You know what I'm saying? That whole little build up to that from 2014 up to when he actually released it is, like, perfect. You know? Right. There are literally no skips on that album. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you think it is, I assume that your mama did crack when you was a baby. So
funny as hell.
But I'm saying, like,
a lot of people criticize that album though.
A lot of people criticize the album, and it's not necessary.
It's because they're uncultured.
That is also true.
The main thing that they even criticize about it is the fact that it has jazz influence. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of their criticisms are unfounded. They're like, bro, that's too jazz.
That just made me think. Solange's album, her most recent.
I like that shit.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shocker. Oh, that's a shock. That's a shocker because you in the group. You was like, hell no.
No, don't you remember? Don't you remember? I said I gotta go sit and listen to it and come back. I never came back, but I actually enjoyed it. I did.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was. So I guess I'm gonna give my small opinion on it real quick. I never heard A Seat at the Table. I still haven't.
Oh damn! You need to.
But I listened to it and just it kind of sucks for her because of who her sister is. Like, you will always find somebody to compare her to her. Somebody's always gonna do it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But they really just have. They're really not as different as people think they are. Right. Like, they really care about the same issues. They talk about the same shit. Right. Beyonce's efforts are just a little bit more polished than Solange's. You know, Solange's work is it's polished, but it's more underground than her sister's. You know? And that's something that I appreciate. Even having the same high-profile producers that her sister has. You know, because my favorite song on there is produced by fucking Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know...
Fucking genius. He's a genius. He don't age either.
And it sounds. I mean, it clearly sounds like a track that Pharrell produced. But the thing about Pharrell is a lot of people complain that a lot of his beats sound the same, and some of them do. I will say that as a fan of him. Some of them do. That one definitely sounds like something he made, but it's just there's a way that he keeps it fresh and inventive.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's just my quick little opinion on that album.
What I was gonna say.
That Metro beat that she had go stupid though. I ain't
hell yeah. Metro's man. He's just.
I fuck with the fact she brought Gucci on. I'm like,
that shit was cold,
you
bro.
My nigga Gucci, what?
That shit was cold.
Yeah.
The fact that he even agreed to do that song was
but
cold.
you know, it worked. Unexpected, very unexpected. That was like I felt like that was the most unexpected turn of the album, like for real. We're having Gucci Man on there.
The shit with Cardi one? That was unexpected to me. I wasn't expecting that.
That wasn't the Metro song. That was the song that was a song that Pharrell produced.
Skit though, right?
That was a song that Pharrell did.
That
That was a song Pharrell did.
I thought that was Timbo.
No, that was definitely the one that Pharrell produced.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. That was for real.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I appreciated him on that song. It's funny because I don't like that nigga at all. You know that. So you know.
All right.
Just to clarify, I was on Twitter and I was arguing with this guy who swears up and down that Die Lit is a classic. I almost had to reach through the computer, and I wasn't even on a computer. I was on a tablet. He said that shit was cold. I almost had to slap the shit out that nigga through the tablet.
No, we're not going to speak on that because I don't
you one of the people that like that album. I got to tell you,
shit.
bro. That shit is terrible. That shit is ass, bro.
That's your opinion.
That shit is ass, bro. That shit is terrible.
Man.
I don't see how you listen to it. Like, I really don't. Like, I tried. I desperately tried. I really tried to like it. And I just couldn't fucking do it. Like, I really couldn't. I had to cut it off every single time. And I'm sitting there doing this, trying to catch it. And I'm like, nope. Can't even do it. If I had a CD, I would have threw the bitch out the window like Cedric the Entertainer on Johnson Family Vacation. I'd have just shot, gone. Like, fuck this shit.
So I told the crew to come up with 2 albums that could be debated.
Take care. It had to be said.
Okay.
It had to be said. I'm sorry. It had to be said.
I mean, that's fine.
It's debatable. It had to be said.
I mean, that's only one.
Okay, the other one? I gotta think on it. You go.
Alright. I'll say my first one is actually Fat Joe. I hate Fat Joe. But he had one album that really surprised me, and I didn't keep revisiting it.
Let me guess. I don't even want to guess. Just say it.
No, you can go ahead and guess.
I'll tell you if I'm right or not.
Just guess.
I want to say it's one of the Jealous Ones albums. I want to say it's
fuck
that.
no.
Okay.
It's the shit he dropped right after Guru died. The Dark Side Volume 1.
Okay.
That album was fucking cold, and people don't give him his credit for that.
I have not listened to that, so I don't know.
Look, after we leave, it's on Tidal.
I will listen. Yeah, I will listen. But Take Care.
You can't say it's not debatable.
Okay.
You can't say it's not debatable. Come on now.
It is debatable because it's like
It got a lot of filler though, unfortunately.
yeah, it's a lot of filler. Lot of filler.
We'll talk about that
I feel like the Kendrick.
I feel like we should
that
wait.
didn't need
Oh, no,
to
wait.
be there.
I feel like you should name yours and then I'll name my other one and then we can talk about that.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Well, I named one of them before we started the show, which is 50 Cent the Massacre.
Okay.
My other one, I feel like maybe John is gonna agree with me, but I don't know. J. Cole, 4 Your Eyes on Me.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh damn,
that's my other one. That's my other one. Yeah,
oh yeah. But seriously, that's the only 2 I got.
That's my other one. I gotta say that. Now back to Take Care. You were saying it had a lot of filler. Which songs do you feel like are filler?
Yeah,
Proud of You.
definitely.
Okay, no, I'll agree with that.
I damn near could have did without that song with Stevie. Like, it's not the same.
Oh no, I don't
No,
know
I
about
couldn't
that.
have
Well, put it see this way: I could care less about that song if it didn't have like Andre or
If it didn't have Stevie
the only
Wonder on it,
the only reason why I revisit that song is Andre. Other than that,
That's not the
I can
song.
give a fuck less.
Yeah, that's not that song. Yeah, that's the
the
real.
song is doing it wrong.
You're
that's
right.
That's not that.
You're
song.
right. I'm thinking about the real her. That song.
You can do it outside that song.
Yeah, I can do without that song.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
don't know.
okay,
I don't know.
I can see that. No. He good. I can see that.
Let me see.
I could do without that Wayne feature. I don't need that feature.
The one on
He could have taken
HYFR? Are you serious?
No,
He
I'm
could've
talking
taken out
about the real her.
Oh, okay. I'm finna say
I didn't need
what?
that. No, I didn't need that.
Okay, I
He
got
could have taken out either Underground King.
No,
Or
I
that
can't.
shit that
I
was
can't.
like-
I didn't need
I'm
that
too
either.
biased on Underground Kings. I can't go.
I mean, I fuck with it, but at the same time,
I will make a case for Will Be Fine, not Underground Kings. You got to keep that.
yeah, I mean, but that's the point. Like, it's like if those two back to back, they're too similar to like still have on there to me. Like, you could have did without one, or you could have just shipped one as like, you know, your promo single and bam, like shit like that. I didn't need to hear two similar songs back to back.
Here's why I think it's debatable if that album is a classic. And no, it's not because it won the Grammy. So y'all people who think it is, no, it's not why. Here's why.
What about J. Cole? He went double platinum, no feature. No, let me stop. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
That album was. Thank Me Later was like that album. Before y'all get to tweaking, I'm not finna compare it to Illmatic. The situation I'm about to compare it. I'm not comparing it to Illmatic. But the situation is similar. Because Drake was an artist who was coming up and had a bunch of big, high-profile producers on his debut album that a lot of people didn't think was going to work with him.
Right, yeah.
I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? Both, like, Illmatic is very superior. But I'm just saying, like, the situation is similar.
Okay.
Because Drake had Timbaland, Swizz Beats, Kanye.
Unfortunately, he had Swiss Beats.
That beat ain't that bad, though.
Bro, I fucking hate Swiss.
That beat is not that bad.
It's
though.
like it don't hold up today.
Nah, not really. But you
plus,
know,
the first part of the song is really the worst part, which is fucked up because the second part's only like a fucking minute and a half.
But yeah, he had a lot of high-profile producers on his shit that you wouldn't think that he'd be, you know, working with. You know, for an artist that's coming at the gate. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shit crazy.
but after that, it was like, okay, well, at the time it was very well received. So it's like, what the fuck is he gonna do next? And he comes out with that. And a lot of people didn't like it because they felt like he was doing too much
Singing.
Yeah. Too much singing. But it's just like, y'all, what y'all don't understand is that that's a lot of what Drake's commercial appeal was. Like, we know he can rap. It's just like his commercial appeal was the singing thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way that he blended singing and rapping together so well that he really don't need a feature. He said that in a song before. You know what I'm saying? He really don't need one, but it's nice to have one.
Right, yeah.
And the only problem that I have with it, if I had to admit it to myself, is the fact that it's too long.
Yeah, that's it. About too long, too much filler. Kendrick didn't need to be in now.
Yes, he did.
I feel like he didn't.
You know why? Because a lot of people, if you didn't know who Kendrick was when Section 80 dropped, or even when Overly Dedicated dropped, or if you didn't know who he was before that, that album was literally like a lot of people's introduction to Kendrick. Like, as soon as they heard that, they had to go hear what the fuck else he did. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
But now that you say that about Drake, time for my second album. Nothing was the same.
I don't debate that. I don't debate that.
I'm not gonna. I feel like it was short enough. It didn't need to be longer than what it was. I felt like his guest features outshined him though.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah,
there were
like,
none. Who was on that album?
All Me,
I mean,
2
like
Chainz, and
that's a bonus
Big
track
Sean.
though. We talking about
Come
track.
on, man.
We talking about the
Janae. Then
really?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Janae outshined him, but it's like
she's an actual singer though.
What's
not.
that? Who's on Too Much? Yeah, Too Much.
That song too cold.
No, Sam fell so on him. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that hook was cold as fuck. But at the same time, it was one of them, like, I don't know. I don't want to say they outshined him. It was one of them, like, they complimented that track so well. It was just like their contributions is what really make that track. But I wouldn't say like they outshined him. Like, he really just picked the perfect people for every specific track that he had.
Too much is
like, it's kind of like with like
shit.
I would say with Drake, that's kind of like with Kanye shit. Like how a lot of the features on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, they had better verses than he did on a lot of the songs he had with him. Right. Like when you think of Nicki with Monster, when you think of motherfucking Sci-Hi and Push, damn near everybody on
Soul Paul.
Damn near
Everybody.
But it's not. But you can't discredit Kanye because you can't say he came weak. No, he just picked niggas that he knew was better. He picked niggas that he knew was gonna bring their A game to that shit. Yeah, so I can't fault him for that.
Destroyed that. Jay destroyed that. Like, I don't know. Make me want to play that shit right now. But anywho, it's too long of a song though. I'm not finna play that shit. Well, yeah, shit.
For Your Eyes Only. We gotta talk about it.
Well, but we agreed though.
No, but we gotta talk about for those in the.
What the hell just like an album, nigga?
I just said it.
Oh,
the same thing. That's the same thing.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go first. Just
okay.
What do y'all two?
I don't know if two of y'all remember, but that group we were in, my seminal introduction into the group was me saying that For Your Eyes Only was better than 2014 or Forest Hills Driving.
I don't agree with that.
I got ripped in the group, and I actually ended up holding my own. Lucky I didn't get destroyed, but motherfuckers came at me real sideways because I said that. And then when I explained why I felt that way, people kind of backed off a little bit. There's still some people who disagree, but they kind of backed off when I explained my reasoning for it. Because I can see why a lot of people think that it's not better, but I think that it's probably one. It's not the best thing he's ever come out with, but it's better than that to me.
Okay. I feel like the thing with For Your Eyes Only, it was like monotone. I guess he was like too dry. That's what people's probably thinking. He was like too dry and too average. He wasn't really, I felt like Immortal was amazing. A lot of songs on there was amazing. The last song was amazing.
Exactly.
It's just like it's no flaws damn near. To me, at least, almost. Veal Mentality, a little like the mentality, that part.
I mean, okay,
that
fine,
part.
but
that's about it. Change was amazing.
That's one of the best songs he's ever
right,
written,
yeah.
if you ask
So,
me.
I wonder did Ari get credit for that? She credit? Cause that was amazing.
She got writing credit, I think, but not like feature.
She should have got a feature credit for that. That should have been featured, nigga. Like, come on, that should.
Hey, look, if she was okay with it, I love it.
Okay. Hey, but I felt like she should have got feature credit at least. But Ryan, what you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say just like how we was talking about To Pimp a Butterfly, that's kind of like Cole's like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like he did do like a complete like 180 compared
From
to
what
like
he
his
was
previous
doing.
work and shit, and it's like
Because
that kind of was like a testing album for his fans.
Here's my opinion on that. Well, here's another reason why I didn't say this when I said that it was better, but here's why. J. Cole was at a turning period during the time of the recording of that album because it started with Forest Hills Drive, but it came full circle with For Your Eyes Only because J. Cole was at a point in his life where he was becoming conscious of the stuff that was going on around him. Right. Because when you get famous in rap, you be confined. If you aren't already in the community and you don't know what's going on already, you pretty much confined to this bubble. This bubble of like bitches, money, fame, music. Having all the shit you want. Right. J. Cole had been in that point for a minute, like coming from Sideline Story, Born Sinner, which it had hints of what he was eventually going to be.
Yeah,
and
I feel like Runaway showed me that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't know if y'all ever saw the documentary he did.
Yeah, I did.
The For Your Eyes Only documentary. Yeah. But that whole documentary, it has nothing to do with the album being made at all. But it definitely is a great companion piece as to why the album sounds the way it does. Right. I feel like everything that happened from the Ferguson riots to even dating back to the Trayvon Martin shit like that, the Ferguson shit, the all the killings of these innocent black people by these cops and nothing being done about it, like something clicked in his brain. Like there's definitely more going on than this bubble I got going on. And he stepped outside of it. And once he viewed what the fuck was going on around him in communities like the one because we talking about a motherfucker who come from a mixed background. He grew up around black people and white people. You know what I'm saying? So to go into these communities and see all the stuff that's going on and to be inspired by that, to make an album about if the character if the person he was talking about is real or not, we don't know. But the fact that he was able to create a cohesive story about this person who is going through the trials and tribulations that all black men face, even I don't care what background you come from, you know, that's amazing.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And Forest Hills Drive is more so tailored towards him.
Yeah.
Whereas For Your Eyes Only, any of us in this room could relate to something in it. You know,
That's
even
true.
if our lives didn't go the way that this person who he's rapping about went, we can relate to something in it.
But my thing, like, this is mostly like towards the distractors. I don't get how people are mad that he made an album that's solely built on storytelling when you know he's a storytelling rapper.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Like, everyone's saying, oh, he doing all this with For Your Eyes Only. It's too sad. He keep talking about this. What the fuck you think he been doing all these other years with all these other albums and shit? He been doing the same shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all just want every fucking album to have a fucking
It's a lot of
trap elements.
Like
there are literally like the only trap sounding songs on For Your Eyes Only are Immortal and Neighbors, and it's like low key, yeah. Like Immortal,
everything else is like hip hop or
that's like classic hip hop or like conscious hip hop or I don't know what kind of category you
whatever
place it in.
Category full clothes. Is in.
But I'm saying like, and people really try to get down my throat because they like, how can you say this project is better than this? Like, this is the project that put him on. This is the project that made him a star. This is the project.
I hate when people
I hate when people do that. Like, dude, me personally, it's not about. For me, it's not necessarily about commercial success and what it does for your career. That's great for you. If that's what you base your opinion of what a classic is, then by all means. But me, I definitely judge classic based off of substance. And there was definitely a lot of substance.
So what about KOD? Is that deemed as a classic yet?
To me, yeah, but we gotta give it some time.
All right, yeah.
When we come back to it, if I come back to it 5 years, 6 years from now, 7 years from now, and I still feel the same way about it as I did when it came out last year, then yes, undebatable.
Honestly, even though I said what I said about Kanye's album being a classic as soon as it dropped, with this one, I agree. I feel that, I know that this is Cole's best album.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
But it's like, with the classic, it's still kind of like, I don't know. I'll say it's a classic. I still find myself revisiting it from like time to time.
Right, yeah.
And it is like an album that's
it still holds up. Like it was the year anniversary a couple days ago, so it was like I mean it still holds up.
420 was the
Right,
anniversary.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just realized.
Yeah, it was damn near okay. It was. I don't think I told nobody this. Well, I ain't expressed this on air. It's damn near basically why I quit. Like I wasn't fully quit that day. But me kept on revisiting, like everything he said and everything, like made me want to quit.
J. Cole in that album basically said all the things about drugs that I've been telling people forever, like why I don't do it, and they look at me funny, and I don't do it because. Like, if you do it, I support you if you do it, because I think if you should be able to do what the fuck you want to.
Right, yeah.
But it's to a certain extent.
I have nothing against the weed smokers.
That's just it. That's just it with weed. Anything else, if you doing that shit, your ass need help. Including lean.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you motherfuckers.
I still listen to the weed smokers and the lean sippers and everything.
But...
Yeah. I just listened to Wiz Fly Times the other day.
That's some amazing shit. It's not no classic, but that's some amazing shit. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
but that album really like he basically expressed everything about drugs that I had said. The reason that I don't do it, and people always look at me funny for why. Like like this is why. Like, if you want to know why I don't listen to this album, like you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah. I mean,
he basically put it in a nutshell for you.
Yeah, it's an old head on that group.
Ignore the dog.
Ignore the dog. Y'all know my dog Chase, man. He loves he needs attention. He needs attention. He's a
Daniel
baby.
treats his dog like Eustace did Kurt.
No, I don't. I really don't. But seriously though, it's this old head on the group. Y'all know.
Shout out to Donald.
He compared it to Lupe Fiasco's The Cool, and I kind of get it. Because that's one of my favorite Lupe albums. Because Lupe is very, very fucking underrated.
Absolutely.
But and very unappreciated. Like very, very unappreciated. He got a lot of shit. Like Testo and Youth. I don't know if anybody was paying attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that shit is amazing, and motherfuckers don't know it. Like that shit is damn near really close to The Cool to me. Almost, not completely. But yeah, it's his most complete work. I feel like, but I haven't really followed like Droga's Light and Droga's Wave like that. I guess he was just like super woke.
Droga's Light is dope. Wave? Or wait, which one was the last one? Was it
Wave?
Okay, Wave is dope. I don't care about Light.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Lupe is like amazing. But that was a good ass comparison. I felt like with The Cool and KOD. I feel like that's pretty much almost identical. Because he had a lot of trap elements on The Cool that was really dope. And also with Testo and Youth, he did a trap sounded song with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
That really sounded great and amazing. I was like, Piece of Man type thing. I haven't gotten a chance to. I'm not comparing it, but I haven't gotten a chance to listen to Mick Jenkins' Pieces of a Man, and that kind of make me want to listen to the shit. I know we got all up on a tangent, and I just spoke about like 4 different albums all at once, but yeah, I was just thinking.
To head back to the topic at hand.
Oh yeah.
To go back to what I said earlier about what is a classic, like a lot of people, like my man that you mentioned, he says he doesn't really like. Let me ask you this before I start. Do you think, other than the artists and albums we just named, do you really think there's anybody who raps today that's like popular or somewhat popular has a classic album? Like, if they dropped one, like, would you, what would you, like, just name some albums that's come out in the last like 5-6 years that you would consider classic, other than the ones we've already named.
Shit.
They don't necessarily have to be classic stuff. Like us, like if you say something that I don't know.
Hey, no, I feel you. So I would say like YG, My Crazy Life.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But
I probably, I don't know. It's a toss up.
you know what's interesting about that album? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
you know what's interesting about that album? You don't know that album is a classic. It's not just because it's a good album, but it's just because. I don't know if y'all know this, or if y'all noticed, but 2014 has probably been the weakest year of hip hop since 2010. Honestly, because nobody dropped that year. Nobody dropped.
2014?
Yeah, bro. Because think about this. The previous year, everybody was dropping. Hov dropped. Kanye dropped. Drake dropped.
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Cole dropped. Who else? Mac Miller dropped. Who else dropped?
Who did drop?
A lot of people dropped in 2013. That shit was
nobody
like,
dropped in 14.
When did Good Kid, Mad City come out? 12?
12.
Okay.
but it was still people head. So
Yeah.
I guess you could. But you know what I'm saying? It came out in 12. But a lot of people dropped in 2013. And by the time 2014 came, really wasn't nobody dropping shit. That's when we had hits like that's the reason that songs like Hot Nigga was so popular, because like nobody was dropping nothing. It was just a bunch of shit.
I mean,
I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying like that's a good reason. Like nobody was dropping shit. Like nothing was coming out. Yeah. Like the only people who dropped something worth listening to is like YG and Rick Ross and J. Cole and
Fab dropped something in 14?
No.
I don't know.
No?
I think when did well, I don't know if he's considered popular, but when did Welcome to Phasor Land come out? When did like 2014? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, well he dropped, but that's a mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, considered. Yeah.
So,
considered.
But you feel me? Like, but you feel what I'm saying? Like nobody dropped that year. So when the nigga like YG come out with an album and it sounds the way it does, that literally was like the best album to come out that year. Just because there wasn't nobody else fucking dropping. If somebody else dropped, that'd be like, alright, well, maybe it's one of the best albums, but it's not the best. Like, it legit, like, and I'm not gonna say that 2014 Fort Hill Drive ain't cold, but that shit literally came out at the tail end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So for literally, My Crazy Life dropped in March. Cole dropped in December. So for literally 6-7 months, YG had the best rap album in 2014 out. Period. Nobody was touching. And I like Mastermind. Nothing was touching that. To me. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then it come in 2015 and everybody's dropping again. You know?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say Mastermind. This is like an album I consider a slight, like a Suedo classic.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite Rick Ross projects, yeah.
You know,
I'm not a really big Rick Ross fan, though. But
you know what I had to tell myself? I literally had to convince myself of this. I was at work and I'm listening to Teflon Don, and then I listen to God Forgives I Don't. And you know that I've been an advocate for Teflon Don being Rick Ross's best album for years. I literally just changed my opinion. I just changed my opinion. Because
welcome to the good side,
like,
bro.
I just changed my opinion, dog. Because I'm sitting there listening to it, and Teflon Don is great, but it sounds, it's that problem that we keep talking about. It sounds like the year it came out. It's a very much 2010 project. It is, bro. If you really think about this, bro.
It's a couple.
You got a Kanye beat that sound like some shit he was dropping back then, because that beat sounds like them drums on there. That sounds a lot like the shit that he was making for Drake. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Lex Luger, which is basically like that generation's Metro Boomin. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like all his beats back then sound dated as fuck. Like, they still cold, but they sound like they came out back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
I mean, that was like only 2 beats, because you still got to think about all the other stuff. You still got to think about Freemason.
Oh, okay.
Well. All the Money in the World, like all the personal shit he dropped on that album.
Okay, yeah, there's that.
And then you still got the Maybach music type shit.
Those are timeless. Like any of them are timeless. Even the fifth one, and it's the worst one to me, but it's still timeless.
Is that the one with Neo?
That's the one with Dej Loaf.
Oh yeah, Neo's the 4th one. I could care less of that one.
Really? I think Ross spit his ass off in this song.
I mean, he did. I just don't care for Neo.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I literally just changed my opinion. I believe that God Forgives I Don't is not just Rick Ross's best album, but it's also a classic to me.
Rest in peace, Nipsey. What you think is his best mixtape?
Mixtape?
Well, he got so many damn mixtapes.
Yeah.
I would say the
best
mixtape.
Ooh.
I can't say the best, but the one that made me a fan was Crenshaw.
Okay, yeah. The $100 one. Or $1,000 one. Whatever. Yeah, $100, yeah.
I'd probably say Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Best mixtape.
I did fuck with
either that or if I was to go early, I'd say the first Marathon, but Crenshaw is just something different.
I fucked with
but you know what? I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead, because then I'll say
no, I mean, is Slauson Boy considered a mixtape or Slauson Boy too?
Yeah.
I was going to say that the more that I've listened, because I listened to Slauson Boy too probably like a little bit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like when they first came out, I listened to it, but not as much as I listen to it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely a contender for his best project, his best mixtape. Definitely a contender.
Okay, so I know y'all heard about all the stuff that's coming out. Who you think gonna have the best, like first week at least? Khaled, Rihanna, or Ross?
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Okay. And it's just because Rihanna is just because Rihanna ain't dropped a project in 3 years.
Yeah,
it's like the game is like the game. Her fans, fuck that shit, are very, very, very thirsty for her to release some new shit so they can quote it on Twitter and quote it under Instagram pictures and shit like that. Who
do you think gonna have song in the summer? But out of
it's hard to tell right now.
Yeah, because like all of them could drop around the same time.
We gotta hear something before we really know who's gonna drop.
The dark horse for that to me is Q.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he's always
yeah. Well, yeah, he dropped this week. So.
Yep. Same
Friday.
week as Endgame.
Friday.
And for my Game of Thrones fans, the same day as the Battle of Winterfell.
You got your ticket in there?
Bro, hell no.
I do.
I fucking hate it.
I do. Just bought mine on Friday in the morning.
You just bought yours?
Yeah.
Where at?
In Indiana.
Oh, shit, that's why.
Nigga, you can find one in Illinois. You just gotta go on Friday. Thursday, you damn near not finna
No,
I'll tell you that right
bro,
now.
I done looked at literally every theater that done popped up. I done looked
Where
at
have
like
you been looking?
slots and shit. Whatever the hell can get Google searched.
I'm gonna help you out before we leave. I'm gonna help you out. To go back to the conversation at hand real quick. Do you have anything else to say? Because I got a lot to say. That's crazy.
No, not off the top. Not off the top. No,
I'm gonna give you some time to
What about classic albums? I mean, I would say the only thing I gotta say is like a lot of people are too judgmental, or not to say too judgmental, but they're too hard with albums, like with their grading and whatnot, to call albums classics. But it's like at the same time, I feel like a lot of people nitpick albums and shit
I got an
out
album.
of discussion, all because like they just have personal biases against them.
I got an album that's revered as a classic, but it's not.
Okay, what's that?
Okay, it is, but it isn't. How about I say that?
Okay.
Don't hate me.
I won't.
All Eyes on Me.
Oh,
I have to
what
say.
hate you for that for?
Because think about this. That album is 2 discs, right? The first disc is
amazing.
The second disc is
The fucking
so subpar.
Yeah,
So
it's
subpar.
It's subpar, yeah. That's
Come,
because,
and especially when you compare
it's difficult to
and especially when you compare it to the other side of that spectrum, which of course is Biggie.
Right.
His double album, both of them discs, cold.
Yeah.
Fucking cold.
Yeah.
Even
It's
the
like,
filler songs are cold. Like, nigga.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that second disc, you can't, it's like, wow.
A lot of people, like a lot of music, like rap publications and shit, will tell you that All Eyes on Me is like low key Pac's best album. It's not. It's Me Against the World. Period. Like that's literally the quintessential Pac album because that album literally covers every aspect of Pac's personality: the conscious, the gangster, the poet, the ladies' man, the dumbass. All of them. All of them under one album. Pac was really bad. Pac was really in fight back mode when he came with All Eyes on Me, and it was rushed. Like rushed as fuck. Should really wanted to put it out as soon as that nigga got out of jail. He said, "We gonna put you in the studio. We gotta make this album. We gonna put it out."
Do you think Wale is gonna come with some more heat?
I have faith in him. The question is, does he have a classic album?
I think he does. Oh yeah. We gotta talk about this shit. I think he does.
What?
That's what I think.
I want to say the album About Nothing.
I could make a debate for that, but I think
I still gotta revisit a lot of his.
I feel like I gotta revisit something.
I would say,
but it's not The Gifted. I don't like The Gifted at all.
No one does. Well, outside of you.
I mean, I do. Brandon does. He definitely do. He used to listen to that shit back to back like a motherfucker when he used to be cutting grass and shit. I'm like, what you listening to? The Gifted. Oh, yeah? Again?
My condolences.
I don't know if you like it now. You know, if I ask him to listen to it now, I don't know what he'd say.
Yeah, but
I
think the album About Nothing.
It definitely was his
it made me feel how the album, the mixtapes About Nothing feel.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yeah. Attention Deficit.
No, it's not.
That's not his first album?
No, I said it's worse.
Worst? Oh.
Wait, so what the hell is his worst?
The one that just came out recently.
I don't know about that one. Shine.
Oh, you talking about Shine?
That's slept on.
It's slept on, but it's definitely his worst.
I don't think
to me,
this is
because I think his beat selection was.
Whichever one got clappers, aka The Gifted, is his worst to me.
You only because you said that because of that song specifically, or you just like the album?
I could really care less about the album. Like it was one of those albums where it's like if you put on, you can play it through like his playthrough, and you'll be like, damn, I didn't even know I listened to this song type shit.
I'm looking at the
It
track list.
is probably the.
I'm looking at the track list. Let's see. On Shine, like, thank God, that was good.
Look at the
Scarface.
track list on the Gifted first.
Gifted. Oh, let's see. Okay.
I mean, at least
So I can sit here and
Curse Up
tell
the
you.
Gifted.
I can sit here and tell you what songs I don't like and what songs I do like.
It had bad.
Hold on, wait. Watch this.
Yeah,
Go
bad.
ahead.
Yeah,
run
bad
it. No,
was
run it.
good.
No, run it off from first to last.
Curse Up the Gifted.
And
Love Hate Thing.
amazing.
Sunshine.
Amazing.
Heaven's Afternoon.
Amazing.
Going to Salvation.
Amazing.
Vanity.
I'm not a fan of that. My cousin is, but I'm not.
Gullible.
No.
Bricks. Yo Gotti.
I appreciate the concept and I see what he was going for, but I'm not a fan of that.
Clappers. That shit was ultra trash.
That video is amazing. Fuck you guys. That song is but that video is awesome.
Was it amazing because it had booty in it?
Come on, man. Oh my God, shut up.
Bad remix, Rihanna.
You know what? A lot
Trash.
of people. No. Look, a lot of people was telling me that shit was gonna be the coldest shit that I have ever heard because he got Rihanna on there, and I heard it, and I was very disappointed.
Trash.
Not okay.
Tired of Dreaming.
I like that song. I do.
I
I like that
Rotation.
song. But I like the beat mostly. The beat is what got me.
Rotation.
I could do without Neo on the song. Rotation is my shit. Travis Scott killed that.
That's like the only song I like.
Travis Scott killed that beat.
Simple Man.
I like the theme of the song.
88.
I like the theme of that song, but that's not. I don't know.
Black Heroes.
No, but I like the
And
outro. I like
Bad,
the outro.
Bad the Original.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
amazing.
That nigga, that was like lightning in a bottle. Like that nigga gave. That nigga basically made the thought anthem.
Yeah, Shine. I think this was. I don't know.
Wait,
That's
he
under-
had G-Eazy on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to reconsider what's worse.
Yeah, Thank God. Okay, let's run down this track list. Thank God was good to me, at least. Run It Back, I didn't like.
I didn't like that at all.
Scarface, Rose Gotti
That's
was
all right.
okay. My Love was amazing to me, at least.
That was cool.
Fashion Week was really good.
And
I appreciated it.
I appreciate it.
I could care less for G-Eazy.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, I
that.
could care less about that, too. Columbia Heights.
That was decent.
Yeah, I ain't like that. CC White.
Yeah.
It was alright. Yeah, Mathematics.
That's my shit.
Yeah, I
That
love
is my
that.
fucking shit.
And I love that beat. Fish and Grits with Travis Scott.
That's alright. I like this.
It's decent. Yeah, it was decent. Fine Girl. That shit was trash.
Wale made that song for his people, so you know I can appreciate that.
Heaven on Earth.
That's alright.
It's cheat code Chris Brown. That was expected. My PYT.
I fucked with it a
Fuck with
little.
that song.
DNA.
I know you fuck with that just
Just cause, yeah. Every DNA song that came, that was 2017. Every DNA song that came out.
That wasn't the best DNA song
Yes.
of that year though.
Of course not.
I got that.
Of course not. I feel like.
Oh hey, shit. Speaking on that subject, so a lot of people when Damn came out, they said that it didn't hold a candle to Good Kid or To Pimp a Butterfly.
Whoa, who was that? What is they
hold on,
smoking? Crack? They smoking crack. They smoking
What I'm
crack.
saying is, they didn't say it wasn't a good album. They said compared to those two, it wasn't as good. That's what they said.
Nah.
What do y'all think?
I feel like
It's right there with it.
yeah, that shit was
It definitely.
that shit was booger sugar. That shit was
funny
booger
as
sugar.
hell.
I mean, he ain't lying.
You
That shit was booger sugar.
are a firm believer that Fear is the best song on that album, and I don't blame you. But I have to disagree with you.
I mean, but it's,
Duckworth second,
Yeah.
close second.
No,
I mean-
Duckworth is the best song on that album. Period.
yeah, because it's like with Damn, it's one of those like pick your poison kind of ordeals. Like it's like you can literally say any song is your best song, and it's like your favorite song. It's like I won't disagree with you.
Duckworth is
Because all of
low
them,
key.
like,
I was
really
listening
good.
to Duckworth like 2 days ago. That shit low key the best song on that album. To me, his best storytelling, probably Fear. My favorite song is Element.
Oh yeah, it was kind of unexpected, low key for me at least. Like when I first heard it, first heard it, it was unexpected.
Element?
Yeah, the hook was. That was unexpected. As hell.
I never forget. I was in Kentucky when the album dropped, and I literally drove, bucket that belonged to my cousin to go to fucking Best Buy and bought the shit on CD and played it from the Best Buy to the mall to back to her crib. I listened to the whole album at least twice, and I was like, nigga, that nigga Kendrick was on some shit when he made this album. Right. And then you hear the story, like the stories behind some of the songs, especially DNA. That story is just like fucking crazy. When Mike Will described what was going on during the recording process, like nigga, the nigga literally rapped the entire second verse without a beat. Right. Gave it to Mike Will and said, "Make a beat from this." Right.
Yeah. That's why I like the second half more than the first half, simply because he was able to do that, and like the sample was so on par. Like I feel like that shit was amazing.
Mike Will cold for that.
Yeah, Mike Will, he low key underrated as a producer.
No, he not. You know,
he is.
You know he's not.
He is.
No, he's
not. He is. People don't give him his proper credit.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. We just talked about this. When you was asking who was a better producer, Mike Will or Metro Boomin, we literally had that conversation.
I mean, that's fine, but a lot of people...
Well, he don't get enough... I feel like he don't get enough credit for the Beats is Better.
For the shit.
Beats is Better on Magna Carta.
Fuck that song.
Oh, it's not even that. Like,
fuck that song.
A lot of
it's too damn short.
Exactly. A lot of the top shit Mike Will's like been a part of, a lot of people don't discuss the Mike Will aspect of it. They discuss the artist's contribution. Like, for example, the shit he did with fucking... all the shit he's done with Ray Sherman. Right. Like, even though everyone knows they're a Mike Will group, everyone knows he's produced damn near the entirety of their catalog. Especially, like, same with shit with Black Beatles. Once it blew up, or just that album in period, like, Shrimp Like 2. Like, a lot of people, they was like, oh, they only blew up because it went viral. They only blew up because it did this and that. They didn't talk about, oh, Mike Will's actually in his fucking bag.
He was.
Mike Will's actually out here giving them that shit.
Mike Will wasn't in bad, but they weren't lying. You know that. That Mannequin Challenge shit wouldn't happen. That song wouldn't hit it.
But that's bullshit. Because ever since that time, no one else has said anything else about any song that blew up because of a viral moment.
Nah, but check this out. Here's what I say though. You remember when Ray Sherman first came out, and No Flex Zone came out, and No Type came out, and they hit real big. But you know why they hit?
They were covered.
Not just that. Them songs went viral. Like a motherfucker. They did. Especially No Type. That motherfucker was so viral.
Wasn't that? Yeah. I think
Ray Sherman is literally a
those
viral
both
sensation.
came out at around the time.
Viral for some reason.
I think Vine was still popular or something. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what it was.
Yep. Like so. They literally their whole career is because of fucking social media. Like motherfucker said a song, get on there and do some shit. Somebody hears it and they're like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Now, I'm not saying that a lot of their success is because of Mike Will. I will say that. But a lot of their chart success is because of fucking social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mike Will can only do so much. It's really what the person does.
Mike Will, the hitmaker.
I'm not saying he's not. Come on, man. This nigga teamed up with the most random person you could ever think of and created a banger for the white people to listen to.
Unfortunately.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he can do that, he can do fucking anything.
I got 2 songs I want to close out the show with. Anybody else got something else to say?
I do have something to say about Mike Will. I think the Creed 2 soundtrack is highly underrated.
Yeah, it is.
Because that nigga did his motherfucking thing on there with the beats and the people that he chose to make songs with. And the fact that it definitely complements the movie, even though all the songs ain't in the movie. I will say that. I will say that you niggas who feel like if you have any problem with what I said about classic albums or what anybody else said, I think y'all know what y'all can do. That's about it.
Only thing I gotta say is, if you solely listen to rap as your means of music, you're severely limiting yourself, and you need to broaden your fucking horizons.
Absolutely.
Oh, one more thing. If you like a song and it has a sample and you can't figure out what it is, when you figure it out, take a listen to that song because it'll help expand your music palette. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because if your favorite hip hop producer is listening to that music, yeah, that says something.
Yeah. it is gonna be 2 episodes. This is not the only episode that's gonna happen this week. Last episode of the month and last episode that you all be able to sing y'all music, because I have no new music from nobody. So it's the last episode on Thursday, which is what date? The 25th. The 25th. If I don't get no music on the 25th, I would just go ahead and play my new single, the full entire single on opening the show. I'm not gonna play nobody else because obviously you motherfuckers don't care. I give y'all the opportunity to, get y'all name out there, and only 3 motherfuckers hit me up, and that's the 3 motherfuckers I played. So,
hey, bro, before you get into your music, since it's your 50th show or whatever, you got any closing reflections for like your show?
Oh damn, yeah.
What's up?
Shit, been a long ass journey to get to 50. Didn't think I was gonna get to 50. I didn't think that I was gonna have guests anytime. I didn't think my cousin would be on board, to be honest. Because low key, I've been having this idea in the tuck for a whole year. So 2017 is when I thought of this. 2017 is when I thought of it, but I made it happen in 2018, May 23rd. So ironically, we did it on the 23rd, but unfortunately, we couldn't do it the 50th episode on the 23rd because of the massive amount of episodes in February.
That's because this motherfucker always got an opinion on some shit. He just can't keep it in. He just can't hold it.
Yeah, that's facts too. That's facts too. Because sometimes I can do this shit by myself, and I can't shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's the main solely reason why I started this podcast. And anybody that knows me know I can't shut the fuck up, and I love music. So, yeah. I thank everybody who's been continuously listening to my ass for the 50th episode. I hope y'all spread the word and make sure everybody else in the world listen to this joint.
Love music. Don't do drugs unless it's weed. Don't drink and drive. Fuck Joe Budden.
I didn't say that.
Fuck Joe Budden.
DNA did not say that.
Nigga, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'm not going to do that. Fuck it.
Alright, fuck it. You got to end with Ice Tray.
Yeah, you
Oh, hell no. I'm going to end with Lupe. Deliver, because I mentioned
I mentioned say
it.
kick push, because I'm going to kick your ass.
Funny as hell. I'm going to end with Deliver, and then another song by Lupe I'm going to play. Hip Hop Saved My Life also. So, 2 classic joints, I feel like.
You know that song about Slim Thug? Did you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah, no.
Hip Hop Saved My Life? Oh, damn.
Thug, bro.
I'm paying attention when I play it. Alright, see y'all Thursday.
Bitches. All of y'all. Fuck Joe Budden.
Nah, damn, I'm playing Winter too.
You done fucked up.
This vocal's underrated on this shit, bro. Like, real. I feel like.
Hey, 30 some shots from ghetto gun. All in the ears of ghetto young. Some ghetto girls, some ghetto sons. Throwing rocks at the bustin' of the ghetto fun. I always wonder where the ghetto from. Cause I'm from the ghetto, they never ghetto gun. But you win if the bill of my ghetto rung. And if the ghetto lose, then mean the ghetto won. That's how they do the ghetto, that's how the ghetto done. They'll keep it there, never bring the ghetto none. We'll make the ghetto tick, make the ghetto run. We'll make the ghetto sick, make the ghetto dumb. These niggas off that ghetto being, that ghetto run. And that ghetto
Definitely
bass,
past the
my
hour.
ghetto drums. And my ghetto work,
This shit gon'
ghetto rhymes, the ghetto sucks.
be like an hour and 40 something minutes. It's right now it's an hour and 30 minutes.
Too many niggas on the block. Too many niggas getting shot. So the piece of man don't stop. Piece of man don't come in no more. Too many niggas getting robbed. These niggas don't wanna stop us. Niggas ain't got no job. Piece of man don't come in no more. Deliver.
trash. Papa John's.
So don't say it's politics when you see me. When you gonna apologize for your CD, nigga, that don't match red and black till a JD. This man don't come here no more. Too much dope. Too many niggas on the poach. So a piece of man on the approach. No. This man don't come here no more. Too many niggas on the block. Too many niggas get shot. So a piece of man don't stop. This man don't come here no more. Too many niggas get robbed. These niggas don't wanna stop us. Niggas ain't got no job. Blah blah blah. This man don't come here no more.
Yeah, I think he got a lot of credit. Good enough. But Ari didn't get no fucking credit. Ari on Change. Yeah, look. Chicago sound, keep the peace stick, home run, and I be drilling on a weak pitch, pan to the plate, then I put it in your face. I'm a man, never biting on the hands that I eat with. No jail down, what the shop? Homemade bullshit, bring it to him like a turtle. Don't do up in the air, bottom to the top and shredder full of cheese, smarter than a purple ninja turtle. Nigga, piece of man don't come here no more. Too much dope. Too many niggas on the pouch, so the piece of man don't approach. No. Piece of man don't come here no more. Too many niggas on the block. Too many niggas get shot, so the piece of man don't stop. Piece of man don't come here no more. Too many niggas get robbed. These niggas don't wanna stop us. Niggas ain't got no job. Blah blah blah. Piece of man don't come here no more. Deliver. So sad 'cause the piece of man don't fuck with us no more.
So sad 'cause the piece of man don't fuck with us no more.
You know what's underrated about Lupe? He low-key got a nice-ass team of in-house producers.
Hell yeah.
Like, his first 2 albums, like, when he been working with soundtrack and shit.
Dedicate. This right here goes out to my homie with the drink. Nah, I mean, he said, I write what I see. Right to make it right, don't like what I be. I like to make it like the sights on TV. Quite the great life, so nice and easy. See, now you can still die from that, but it's better than not being alive from straps. Agreed, a meat notebook and a bit that click when it's pushed and a whack-ass beat. That's a track that's weak that he got last week, cause everybody in the stew was like, that's that heat. A bass-heavy medley with a sample from the 70s with a screwed-up look that went stack that cheese. Something.
Stack that cheese.
Mother, sister, cousin.
Stack that cheese.
He couldn't think of nothing.
Stack that cheese.
He turns down the beat, writer's block MPs. Crying from the next room, a baby in need of some pampers and some food and a place to sleep. That plus a black Cadillac on these is what keep him on track to be a great MC.
One you never heard of, I push it harder for the rhyme. I feel like murder, but hip-hop just saved me. One you never heard of, I push it harder for the rhyme. I feel like murder, but hip-hop just saved my life.
Reps Northside, so he rocks them braids. 1,100 friends on his MySpace page. Stack that cheese, got 700 plays. Producer made him take it down, said he had to pay. Open mic champ 2 weeks in a row. XD boy with a B-boy flow. Glow like Leroy, you should see boy go. Got a daddy serving life and a brother on the road. Best homie in the grave, tatted up while in the cage. Minute Maid got his mama working like a slave. Down baby mama, who he really had to honor, cause she was his biggest fan. Even let him use a Honda to drive up to Dallas with to open up for amateurs. Let him keep a debit card so he could put gas in it. Told him when he get on, he gon' take her to the gallery and buy everything but the mannequin. You dig.
Still not convinced yet. That's what you
That
saying.
whole part was just about him.
Yeah, I know, but still not convinced yet. Sometimes the third verse. See, third verse is. Oh man, I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna wait till next episode.
His man Cole said you time might be now. They played your freestyle over wipe me down. They played it 2 times, said it might be crowned as the best thing out the H-Town in a while. He picked up his son with a great big smile, rapped every single word to the newborn child. Then he put him down and went back to the kitchen and put on another beat and got back to the mission to get his mama out the hood, put her somewhere in the woods, keep his lady looking good, have her rolling like she should. Show his home is this a way other than that flipping yay. Bail his home and out of jail, put a lawyer on his case, throw a concert for the school, show the shoulders that is cool, throw some candy on the cat and chuck the deuce and act a fool. Man, it feels good when it happens like that. 2 days you going back to selling crack. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, that first half. Okay, I'm convinced now.
Your opinion on Slim Thug, now I understand. The song is very development. He said that in the interview.
Like murder, but